thought you might. Oh, no. Naughty. Right. Oh, she always bucks like a fucking mule if you leave her for more than a day. What a bastard. Yeah, you leave this bike alone for a week and the clutch gets a bit sticky. I don't truly know what the weather's doing today. It seems to be a mix of high winds, possible rain, but mostly sun. Weather just does not know what the fuck it's doing these days over here. We've literally had about 5 weeks of storms, virtually every weekend. As you all know, I got hit the other week by debris. Yeah, I can't go too much into the trip because there is a video series on that. All I will say is that it didn't go to plan, like a fucker. There will be follow-up videos and a reflection on the trip video. Bloody hell, it's windy today. So yeah, today is about making sure the bike still works and going on a little adventure. So it's a road I've never used in all my years living in this area. I've never been down this particular road, so I'm going to go down today. And I've literally walked around it about, oh God knows how many times. In my youth I used to ride up there nearly every other day, but I've never used this particular road. Never ever, not even once. Gotta be worth a go, right? Oof. Hello. Hello. So I figured it's got to be worth a go, hasn't it? Can't go through life not knowing what's down certain ways. For those of you on the Instagrams, you'll have seen that I've been struggling with the Drift HD again. Or is it Drift Ghost S? Oh, fuck it, who cares? Basically, it just seems to have difficulty connecting to my computer. Where are you going, big boy? Yeah, you better. For reasons unknown, every now and again it just starts playing up and won't connect. And I found what I have to do is I have to disconnect the battery and remove the SD card. And that seems to fix it, but I don't get it. I mean, maybe it's just showing its age, and maybe disconnecting the battery and pulling the SD card jigs it or something, I don't know. The only thing I've ever had like this was one of my old drifts. I had to remove the battery every now and again, otherwise it wouldn't record full length. But that was a problem with the pins in the old drift, where basically one of the pins was slightly bent, and if it sat too long or it jigged while you were riding, the pin would move off the conductive part of the battery and you wouldn't get complete connection, meaning that occasionally you get a bit of recording but then nothing. I'll have to keep an eye on it. If it continues happening, I may have to look at replacements. Might have to try and find some of my Olfi stuff. Well, like I say, a load of that's missing at the moment. Cake. There's a problem when your house is constantly like a building site. Shit just goes missing. And especially with a 2-year-old in the house, you know, like, I'll leave stuff where I can find it. But my 2-year-old thinks that's an invitation to take that stuff and move it. And he quite often does. Because he's a fucking menace. God, these roads are awful. Just everywhere you go, just massive potholes. Quite a funny meme picture where it basically says there are X amount of craters on the moon, and then it's a picture of a road saying hold my beer. It's fucking true, it feels like that at the moment. Like, every road is like this. They're just chewed up and the sides are covered in shit and... oh, it's just miserable. As far as being a road user goes, especially a two-wheeled road user, it's just bloody miserable. Like, everyone thinks you're pissed because you're slaloming down the road, but you're not. You're just trying to avoid the fucking holes. And especially in like high traffic where you can't see them coming, they're just awful. Because one minute you're riding in the clear, the next minute, boof, you hit something, you're like, shit, what was that? And it's just a bloody hole in the road. Right. Here we go. Oh, or not. Oh, we are allowed. Cool. It's been a while since I've been down here. I don't even know what the speed limit is. Just take a relaxed ride. See, I've used this road a ton in my past. It's the main way to cross the river if you want to go to Saltney and you don't want to go through Chester. Me and my friends in our youth, in our teenage years, used to come down here all the time, and I frequented this place a few times just to go for walks. Now theoretically the road I've never used is this one here that leads to a caravan park, amongst other things, but it looks more like a dirt road. But I know it is a lane, it's a D-side lane or something. We shall see. I'll head down there and see what's occurring. I wasn't sure of the condition of it because of the weather we've been having and how wet it was just a few days ago. I was like, oh, will it be just a bog? Because I'm not going to ride onto a dirt road if it's a bog, because nah. Just nah. I don't like cleaning my bike anyway, but I'm not going to purposely put it in a position where I have to. Fuck that. It's quite busy down here today. Normally there's only like one or two. Oh, this bike has got such a nice turning circle. Oh, so good. Compared to my old bike, that is. The Ninja would have had to stop there. There's no way I could have done that little Yui. It's wishful thinking to think I ever could. Before I go pulling into this road, I'm going to make sure it's not a private access only road, because people tend to get a bit pissy about that sort of thing. Funny story, a few years ago I lay here puking my guts up after a bad night out. Well, I say night out, it was a house party that I went to, and I got fucked up royally. 15. Ugh. I suppose it's only right. But yeah, I got royally fucked up and I had to open my uncle's gun shop for him the next day, and I basically ended up there on my side after I fell off my push bike with an old deer asking me if I was alright while I vomited all over myself. Good times. More pleasant memories, I suppose. I regret every decision I ever made. I think if there's a more substantial track, I'll take that next time. But this is as bad as that one in across the river there that I used to do. I took the GS up there and it rattled it to bits. Oh, there we go. It's not a road, it's a dirt track, and it's actually part of a private residence. The more you know, I guess. A little adventure for me. I see why they say it's 15 mile an hour along here. Alright, very carefully on the brakes, it's all loose nastiness out here. Oh, took a lot of control out of my hands. It hurt a fair bit. Oh, there we go. Right. Okay, a new plan. We're going to go to the other side of this farm area and we're going to try one of them. Because I know there's businesses back there, so they've got to have freedom of access. Maybe. Who fucking knows anymore? What else can I report? The screen on the ER500 is broken. And has been for some time. I only found out when I did my speedo cable, because to gain access I thought, you know, I'll undo the 2 bolts that go through it with their washers on and everything. I'll undo them and that'll be it, you know, it'll be easy as from there. The only problem with that was that I undid them and it was already snapped. As I undid it, it basically let a large piece of the plastic fall out. This is much better, but it looks like a private gate again. Is everything down here private? That seems a bit strange, but go on then. Shit me dad. That was a little bit rough. Oh well. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, the screen. Yeah, it would appear it broke a while back and the only thing that's been holding it on firmly was that bolt that I undid. I've done it back up but it keeps popping out, so I think at some point it's going to be a case of trying to find a new screen for that, which I'm not looking forward to. Okay. Air of caution. So there we go. Ooh, maybe not. You've got to be awake for that bit. I suppose that's one way of stopping people speeding around here. Putting massive fucking speed bumps that they can't drive over quickly. God, I'd hate that. I mean, I thought my speed bumps were bad where I live. Jesus. Postman Pat. I don't see how anyone can speed down here, to be honest. Well, if I haven't rattled this thing to bits by the time I get home, I haven't tried hard enough. Hell of a little road though. Yeah, we're by the golf range now. Alright then. Consider this road explored, except one section which is private. Lol. Didn't think it would be, but whatever. Oh, fucking hell. Oof. Lucky I saw that at the last minute. I can have that. Squirrel. Yeah, an interesting little jaunt that. I can tick that one off as one I've explored in my area now. Oh, there we go, it's 30 minutes. Either that or I've rattled it till it broke. So yeah, apart from me breaking the screen in the process of changing the cable for the speedo, I don't think there's much else to report really. Bike still goes as it's meant to. I mean shit, if I was really bothered about it I could always get a new screen, but way windy, fuck off. Yeah, if I was that bothered about it I could always get a new screen for it, but am I that bothered though? And the answer's no, I'm not. It's fine. It doesn't really do fuck all anyway. I mean, it's probably could come off at some point, give it that classic look back. And I need to start thinking about kitting it out so I can go camping with it. And I'd figure all that out yet.